Hello, welcome to React Native in 7 Steps. My name is Chris Reyes, and I will guide you through this course. And to give you some background about myself, I have a Bachelor's of Science from Bellevue University in software development. I have been working in the software engineering field for 5 years, and I've worked across multiple languages from a proprietary financial-based to .NET and multiple JavaScript stacks. My love for learning has led me to React Native, where I have created multiple apps as a freelance contractor. In my spare time, I like to coordinate local meetups and teach programming to those who are getting started in the field. The objectives of this course are to get hands-on experience with 7 self-contained lessons that teach React Native app development. We will also explore commonly used libraries and practices of mobile app development. We will divide this course into 7 steps. And on the first section, we will focus on setting up our development environment. We will also introduce the React Native ecosystem, and we will discuss what libraries will be utilized in the course. We will then set up a Firebase account and a database. On the second section, we'll take an in-depth look at the components that React Native has to offer through the RN Tester project. We will then get some hands-on experience by implementing user inputs and flatlist. Section 3's focus will be on styling our application. We will create a foundation by working with Flexbox and then utilizing the UI toolkit NativeBase. Along with an in-depth look of what NativeBase has to offer, we will also have an overview of EasyGrid. Section 4 will be pulling some of the concepts we have learned all together. We will be taking our development to the next level with a focus on component composition. We will also be experimenting with the image API and async storage. In Section 5, we will take a huge step and introduce navigation to our app. We will also have an overview of the React Navigation library. We will take an in-depth look at the 3 main navigators, Stack, Tab, and Drawer Navigator, and we will use them in our sample application. Section 6 will focus on working with Firebase as a backend and performing CRUD operations on our sample database. Finally, to wrap up, we will discuss application deployments across both platforms for iOS and Android. You don't need to be an expert to work on this course, but it is extremely helpful if you have some experience in the following: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, specifically with an emphasis on ES6, and some React experience. If you aren't familiar with ES6, a quick overview of object destructuring and arrow functions should be enough to make you feel comfortable with what we will be working with. In this course, you will learn how to build cross-platform native iOS and Android applications with React Native, style and design your application with NativeBase, discover about state and prop management, navigate between screens with React Navigation, work with Android Studio and Xcode, and submit your application to the prospective App Store. Now that we have discussed what's in store, let's get started.